Hey guys, welcome back to this week's Fossil Friday. Today we're going to go through some of Google's most asked questions. All right, so first question, why are dinosaurs extinct? Well, when we're talking about the dinosaurs that are extinct right now, we're talking about the non-avian dinosaurs. The avian dinosaurs, which includes birds, are those that are still alive today. The non-avian dinosaurs went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period when a giant asteroid hit the Earth and caused a nuclear winter that lasted thousands of years, and the ecosystem just collapsed. Plants died, herbivores died as a result of that. Carnivores had nothing to feed on, and the only thing that really survived were the animals that were small enough to live underground or to forage for seeds and other materials that might have been buried underground. The next question is, why do dinosaurs get so big? There's a bunch of different reasons for this, but the main reasons are digestion, predation, and bone structure. Now, as a general rule, herbivorous animals attain large sizes so that they can break down plant matter that is very nutrient poor. So for example, if you think of cattle or elephants or rhinoceros, they're getting these large sizes so that they have room in their stomachs for the gases that build up during the digestion process. Now, another reason why dinosaurs are reaching these massive sizes is to avoid predation. Basically, what we see is dinosaurs have these massive clutches of eggs, sometimes in the hundreds or thousands, and very few of those babies will ever make it to maturity. They're picked off by predators of all sizes, and the few that actually do make it to maturity are massive. They are too big for any other predators to eat. Now, on the flip side, we also see the carnivores getting even bigger to compete with these now large herbivores that they're trying to predate on. Lastly, dinosaurs have a very unique bone structure. Like if we think of modern birds, birds all have very hollow bones. And we see that in most massive dinosaurs. Their bones are very lightweight for the sizes they're attaining. So that allows them to build to such large sizes without crushing their own bones. At the same time, we look at the Saurischian dinosaurs, for example. So that's the long-necked herbivores and the carnivorous dinosaurs. They start to develop this bird-like air sac system within their bones to help with more efficient breathing, which also allows them to get to larger sizes, but it also lightens their bones even further so that they can get to such large and long sizes without becoming too heavy. The next question is, why are dinosaurs called dinosaurs? Well, it comes from the ancient Greek deinos and sauros, which means terrible lizard. Now, the next question is, why do dinosaurs have small arms? So obviously this is referring to tyrannosaurs and other large theropods, which instead of growing long arms, instead invested their resources in making larger heads, bigger, thicker skulls with much larger jaw muscles, so that they could perform the functions previously performed by the arms with their heads. For example, capturing prey, manipulating prey, and at the same time, we are seeing that even if they're reducing the size of their arms, they're still maintaining very large muscles. For example, Tyrannosaurus could lift almost 200 kilograms. And there's a number of reasons they might still have large muscle attachment points in their arms. One of the reasons being it could help them hold mates during mating, and that it could also help them push themselves off the ground when they were getting up from a sitting position. Now, the next question is, why do dinosaurs have feathers? So dinosaurs and also pterosaurs are the only animals to actually have feathers, and we've known that they've had feathers for about 30 years now. Basically, feathers first arose as a method of thermoregulation. So basically, if you had a thick coat of feathers, you could keep warm in cooler climates, and you could also dissipate heat in warmer climates. Now, we look throughout dinosaur evolution up to modern birds, and we see a slow transition from these thermoregulatory feathers to more flight-oriented feathers, and that's how we have the origin of flights using feathers in birds. Now, the last question is, why do dinosaur bones not decompose? So they actually do. This is a misconception with fossils in general, but basically, a dinosaur fossil is not the dinosaur's bone. It's a bunch of rock in the shape of the dinosaur's bone. Pretty much what happens is a dinosaur or any other animal gets buried very quickly under sediment and is pressurized over time. There's also seawater and other kinds of liquids will permeate down through the rock, and little ions of different minerals that will be carried by that water actually permeates into the bones as they're decaying. And what happens is we see a replacement of the bone structures with these new mineral structures. And what happens is we get a perfect copy, essentially, of bones and other parts of the animal made of rock instead of actual bone. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's Fossil Friday. Make sure to follow for more.